Here we've got American whitetail 180 grain soft points and 150 grain interlock, which interlock is a soft point as well, but it's got a locking ring somewhere in the middle of this bullet here. These are hand loads I got from a buddy a long time ago. But the interlock has a ring of copper inside that keeps the base of this slug intact, even if the front half completely mushrooms, fragments, and disappears, that there'll at least be like a 90 to 75 grain pill about that big that'll keep penetrating into the animal. The 150s seem to shoot better out of my rifle. 180s are no slouch. Same deal, there's a point of impact shift there. We'll go down and look at some targets. And we're shooting these out of a Belgian Mauser. It's from the 1950s, and this is a very accurate rifle, has an excellent trigger, and I feel like the groups show it. So, and then Sadie shot most of the groups with that. So we'll go down and look at some targets. Here we've got, this is a group with the 150 interlock, which is about 1.5 inches and is sufficient. I told Sadie coming into this that if it shoots anything better than 2 inches, we're calling it good with factory ammunition. This is about 1.5. I shot this group. This is about 1.5, maybe 2. She shot this group. That's acceptable. This was first group of the day, clean bore, cold bore with the 150s. And then these 3, she was shooting at that target, top right, with the 180s. And then this group, 1, 2, 3. This was me shooting at this target with the 180s. I called a first shot flyer, felt like I had a bad trigger pull. Still, the 150s look like they're the money. So for the 30-06, I think that's her selection. She's, you could see a little point of impact shift between her and I, right? Because parallax through the scope. I'm nuts on with this thing for windage, and she's a little bit to the left, so we're going to adjust 1 minute to the right, and that's consistent 1 minute to the right. So we're going to adjust 1 minute to the right, and she is set to jet. So we got 2 ammunitions here. Factory. I don't have reloading for a 243 anymore. So we got superformance 95 grain. I think that's called super shock tip. They're a ballistic tipped offering. Then we got 100 grain interlock, and they have a different point of impact, but the groups are about the same. We'll go down here and look at a target. We're shooting them out of an old model 88 rotating bolt lever gun. So not the most accurate rifle, horrible trigger, absolutely awful trigger, but it shoots and it's killed a lot of deer. So we'll go look at the targets. Okay, for the 243 we've got a little bit different of a target. So we've got, these are those 100 grain soft points. I had this rifle sighted in with some 58 grain varmint loads that I was shooting in the way back. I haven't shot this rifle in almost a decade, I'd bet. But not bad. Clean cold bore. Made an adjustment. This is with those SSTs, the super shock tip, superformance, which is about a 1.25 inch group. I'd call that darn fine. Had another with the super shock tip, about a 2-inch group. Can live with it. Then I had another one with the soft points, about 1.5 inches. You really can't beat that. Had another group with the super shock tip that wasn't that impressive. And then I had a last group, 1, 2, 3, aiming at this target with the soft points. I'm gonna hunt with the super shock tips. These were all just as I was sighting the rifle in. I'm gonna hunt with the super shock tips just because They're polymer point, and I think they're a little bit more durable to loading and unloading. I already dropped one of those soft points and dented the tip to where it's like I don't really trust it to be accurate data. However, I think either one of those, I mean, that's a 1-inch group with the cheap stuff. It's American whitetail soft point. So we're gonna call either one of those good enough, but it just so happens that the superformance is what I zeroed the gun for. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's a 4-power scope with a terrible trigger shooting off bat. I mean, and fatigue. My shoulder hurts already from that much shooting the big guns. It just is what it is, man. That's acceptable to me. Okay, bye.